All right, so today we're diving into a topic that, well, let's be honest, might not sound like the most thrilling thing in the world.
Right.
But trust me on this one. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all about keeping those retainers sparkling clean.
And that's way more important than you might think.
Absolutely. Whether you're, fresh out of braces or you've been rocking that retainer for a while, we've got some deep dive discoveries, shall we say.
I like that.
That'll really make you think, huh, I never looked at it that way before.
Retainer care. You know what I find fascinating about it?
What's that?
It's how it ties into this bigger picture of your oral health. It's not just about, like, aesthetics, although,
Okay, because
let's be real.
nobody wants a dingy-looking retainer.
Exactly.
No, you've put in all that work with those braces.
Right.
You want that smile to, really shine through.
Absolutely. And think about it this way. Every time you put that retainer in your mouth, right,
Mm-hmm.
you're putting whatever's on that retainer back on your teeth.
Oh, okay.
And if it's not clean, well, you can only imagine, right? All that bacteria just having a party in your mouth.
All right, you're going to make me go scrub my retainer right now? We're talking cavities, gum issues, even bad breath. Like, come on, our teeth deserve better than that.
Exactly. And we know you're already you're flossing like a champ, right? But retainers,
Yeah,
it's like this whole other level.
a whole secret level of clean we got to unlock here.
Yeah.
So where do we even begin? Are there, different cleaning routines depending on what kind of retainer you have?
You know what? That's a really good question. And you're absolutely right. So the first thing to think about is whether you have a permanent retainer or a removable one.
Yeah.
Permanent retainers, those are the ones that are, they're bonded behind your teeth. They're always there.
Okay, so that's like the always there option, but that must make it
It
a
does.
little trickier to clean, right? You can't just pop it out and give it a scrub.
Exactly. So with permanent retainers, flossing, absolutely essential, non-negotiable. And it's not your regular flossing, just up and down. You might need a floss threader.
Ooh, what is that?
Yeah. It's like this little tool that helps you get the floss underneath that wire, to really
Oh,
get
yeah.
into those hard to reach spots.
So it's like threading a microscopic needle.
It kind of is.
Oh my goodness, I can see where the patience comes in handy there.
Ah.
What about those water flossers? I heard good things about those. Do they have any place in a permanent retainer cleaning routine?
Oh, game changer. Yeah, water flossers are fantastic, especially for permanent retainers because they can really get under that wire and blast away any of that, stubborn debris that might be hiding there.
It's like giving your permanent retainer a power wash.
Exactly. Mini power wash for your mouth.
I love it. All right, so that's permanent. What about removable retainers? I feel like there's a few different styles of those floating around out there.
You're right. You're right. So we've got information about the clear plastic ones, the Holly retainers, and then the clear aligners too. The good news is, though, is that cleaning them is pretty similar.
Okay, so we can kind of lump them together for cleaning basics.
Yeah, exactly. It simplifies things.
I like it. I like it when things are simple. So what are the golden rules when it comes to keeping these removable retainers sparkling clean?
Gentle is the name of the game here. So soaking them, brushing them with a soft brush, and staying away from any harsh chemicals.
Okay.
But, and I really can't stress this enough, always talk to your dentist about specific products because your retainer material matters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like they always say, consult your dentist before trying this at home.
Right. Exactly.
So soaking seems simple enough, right? Like just drop it in a glass of water, call it a day.
You'd think so, right?
But I have a feeling it's a little more nuanced than that.
It is. Lukewarm water is best, and you want to use some kind of gentle cleaning agent. But before you go grabbing the dish soap, remember what we talked about?
Yes.
Dentist.
Your dentist needs to give you the okay.
Dentist knows best.
Exactly.
All right, so we've got soaking down, but you mentioned different types of removable retainers. Do we want to break those down a bit more just so that people are using the right techniques for their specific type of retainer?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about clear plastic retainers first.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're called Essex retainers.
Okay.
These are popular because, you can't really see them when they're in.
Yeah, they're all about that invisible appeal, right?
Exactly.
Which is awesome, helping you keep that straight smile that you work so hard for without, drawing attention to the fact that you've got this, apparatus in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But I imagine keeping those crystal clear is key to that whole invisible effect working.
Right. That is so true. That is why gentle cleaning is so important.
Right.
So that soak we talked about, that's your go-to.
Okay.
And then a nice soft bristled brush.
Okay, so no harsh scrubbing.
Yeah.
No toothpaste on these delicate little guys.
Not on these guys, no, no.
We want them crystal clear, not all scratched and cloudy.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, so that's clear plastic. What about holly retainers? Those look a little different, like a little more,
A little more sturdy.
yeah, sturdy. That's the word.
Yeah. Holly retainers, they're a combo. They have acrylic and metal parts,
Okay.
and they're pretty durable. But that acrylic part, that can be a magnet for plaque if you're not cleaning it properly.
Right, it's like this little tiny food trap just waiting to happen. You got it, you got it. So for the holly retainers, having a dedicated retainer brush is a must. And then baking soda is actually a great natural cleaner for those.
Oh, yeah. I've heard good things about baking soda. We'll have to dive into its superpowers a little bit later. Last but not least, we've got clear aligner trays, which seem to be super popular these days.
Super popular. And actually, you can think about cleaning them just like you would the clear plastic retainers. Gentle, gentle, gentle.
Yeah, it's all about keeping them nice and clear, right?
Exactly.
And effective. So no harsh chemicals, just that, like, good old-fashioned cleaning TLC.
That's it. So those are the basics for the different types of retainers. Now, are you ready to dig into cleaning products?
Oh, I am so ready. Lay it on me. It's like we've unlocked this, like, secret cleaning supply closet specifically for retainers.
I like it.
So, all right, give it to me straight. No chaser. What are the, like, MVPs, the top dogs of the retainer cleaning world?
You know, sometimes the simplest things are the best, right?
Right.
So a toothbrush and toothpaste.
Okay.
Those are your everyday heroes.
Good point.
But, and this is important, it's got to be a dedicated toothbrush.
Right. We don't want to be cross-contaminating here. One for the teeth, one for the retainer. Got it.
Exactly. You got it. And a quick note on the toothpaste, too. Stick to the non-whitening kind.
Oh, okay.
Because those whitening agents can actually be a little too harsh for some retainer materials.
Makes sense. We want clean, not like, disintegrating.
Exactly.
All right. So earlier we were talking about baking soda and its legendary cleaning powers.
Oh, yeah.
Spill the tea. What makes baking soda so special for our retainers?
Okay, so baking soda is like this natural cleaning powerhouse, right?
Right.
It gently neutralizes any odors, helps get rid of those surface stains, but it's not too abrasive, so it's not going to, damage your retainer.
Okay.
The recommendation we have here is to make a paste just with a little bit of water.
Okay.
And then gently scrub your retainer.
So it's like a DIY cleaning solution that actually works. I'm here for it.
Exactly.
Exactly. What about those really stubborn odors? The ones that just won't quit. Asking for a friend, obviously.
Okay, gotcha. Diluted vinegar.
Vinegar.
Vinegar, that's your secret weapon.
Okay.
It neutralizes those odors like nobody's business.
Okay.
But you want to make sure you rinse it really, really well afterwards because,
Right. We don't want to smell like a salad.
Mhm.
Vinegar, the unsung hero of odor elimination.
That's right.
I love it. Okay, so you know me. I'm always down to try new things, especially when it comes to cleaning. Are there any other, cleaning agents out there that are worth exploring?
Yeah, absolutely. Have you ever heard of Castile soap?
I have heard of Castile soap. I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but I've heard of it.
Okay, so it's a type of soap. It's very gentle, but it's really effective.
Okay.
You can find it pre-made, at the store.
Okay.
Or if you're feeling adventurous, you can even make your own.
Whoa, DIY soap making, A&D retainer cleaning expertise. You're a woman of many talents.
Gotta stay busy somehow.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so we've talked about the, kind of the everyday heroes.
Yeah.
What about, the things that seem like a no-brainer but maybe require a little bit more, consideration? Retainer cleaners, for example.
Okay, so retainer cleaners, they can be great,
Oh,
but
neat.
there's a big but here, okay?
Yep.
Not all retainer cleaners are created equal.
Oh.
You really need to check with your dentist
Okay.
because they can recommend one that's specifically designed for your type of retainer, right?
So ingredient awareness is key here.
Yes, yes.
Just because it says retainer cleaner on the label doesn't mean it gets a free pass.
Right, exactly.
All right. All right. What about denture cleaners? I've heard some buzz about those being used for retainers too.
Yeah, so denture cleaners can be really good for a deeper clean, but they can be a little too strong for some retainers, especially if you're soaking them for a long time.
Right.
So again, talk to your dentist, see what they recommend for your specific retainer.
Okay, got it. When in doubt, a quick chat with the dentist can save you a lot of trouble and potentially, a damaged retainer. Right.
Exactly.
But, speaking of potential pitfalls, I feel like we've stumbled into, myth-busting territory.
Oh, absolutely.
There's got to be like a ton of misconceptions floating around out there about how to clean retainers properly.
You would be surprised how many myths there are.
Oh, I bet. I bet. Okay, well, I, for one, am ready to have my mind blown. Let's do this.
All right, let's do it. Myth number 1. Water alone is enough to clean your retainer.
Oh, see, I'm guilty of this one. I've definitely been there, just like a quick rinse. It's all good, right?
You'd think so, but actually, no, not so fast.
No.
Remember those dirty dishes we talked about earlier?
Yes.
Water is going to rinse away, some of the larger food particles, but it's not going to kill any bacteria. It's not going to get rid of that biofilm that can build up.
Okay, point taken. Water alone doesn't cut it.
No, it does not.
Okay, what's the next myth we're going to tackle?
All right, myth number 2. Daily cleaning is overkill.
Wait, some people think cleaning their retainer once a week is enough.
I know, it's true, but I'm here to tell you that is not enough.
Okay.
Bacteria, it multiplies fast.
Okay.
And your retainer is like prime real estate for it, right?
Right, it's like a little bacteria condo.
Exactly. So cleaning it every single day, that's how you keep those bacterial colonies in check
Okay.
and keep your mouth healthy.
Daily cleaning it is. I'm
Yeah.
making a mental note right now.
Good.
Okay, what's the final myth we're busting today?
Okay, myth number 3, and this is a big one. All retainer cleaners are bad.
Whoa, okay, that's a pretty broad statement there.
It is, and it's just not true.
Okay.
Remember we were talking about ingredients earlier?
Yes.
It's all about those ingredients. There are plenty of really great retainer cleaners that are totally safe, totally effective.
Okay.
But your dentist, again, should be the one to guide you.
So don't believe everything you hear. Always consult your dentist.
Always, always.
All right, so speaking of, like, getting the most out of your retainer, getting the most out of, frankly, your investment, well, let's talk about the lifespan of a retainer.
Yeah.
Because they're not meant to last forever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not like we're, like, passing these down to our kids or anything.
Although, wouldn't that be something? Vintage retainers?
Oh, a vintage retainer. Can you imagine?
The latest in pre-loved dental appliances?
I mean, some things are better left, in the past, right?
Probably. But you are right. Retainers, they don't last forever.
Okay.
Even if you're like the best cleaner in the world.
Yeah.
They have a shelf life,
Okay.
They can warp, they can crack, they can get this buildup on them that's like really hard to remove, especially if you live in an area with hard water.
Oh, right.
So sometimes it's not even you, it's just, the retainer's time.
Be like that sometimes. Okay, so how do you know? How do you know when your retainer's days are numbered? Are there, like, telltale signs?
Okay, so if it's visibly worn,
Right.
maybe it's discolored, or if it just has this odor that won't go away even after you've given it a good clean, those are some red flags.
Okay.
And, if you're trying to remember the last time you replaced it,
Yeah.
and you're drawing a blank, that's probably a sign that you should at least, check in with your orthodontist.
It's like that saying, better safe than sorry, especially when it comes to our smiles.
100%. 100%.
So, if you're having any doubts at all, like, a quick checkup never hurt anyone, right?
Exactly. Your orthodontist, they can take a look, assess the situation, let you know if you need a new one.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Because a new retainer is like an investment.
It is. It's an investment in your smile.
Exactly. Which, let's be honest, it's priceless.
It is.
There you have it, everyone. We've gone from, like, retainer cleaning rookies
Right?
to total pros in, like, less than an hour. We've covered it all, the why, the how. We even busted some myths.
We did.
And, I think most importantly, you've got the knowledge now to, like, really take charge of your retainer care.
Exactly.
And keep that smile looking absolutely amazing.
Absolutely, because a sparkling smile
Yeah.
starts with a sparkling retainer.
Ooh, I like that. All right, so keep those cleaning routines strong, folks. And until next time, happy cleaning.